communities receive land titles after 2 years. Abdul Rahman fits the bill as Deputy Prime Minister. Now, Muslim youth in Sarawak urged to participate. Those are the headlines for tonight. You're now with me, Shal Shamato, and this is TVS Nightline. Earlier today, a total of 352 Native Customary Rights or NCR land titles were distributed to 222 recipients from Selangor, which mainly consist of the Iban community, while 35 temporary occupancy licenses (TOL) were given to 35 Melanau owners. The ceremony took place in Muka, graced by the Deputy Premier, Dato' Ahmad Awang Tengah Ali Hassan. Now, to get more insights on the development, we have Yusuf, who is currently in Muka. Now, Yusuf, give us the details on the ceremony.
Thank you, Cheryl. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as mentioned by Cheryl just now, over 250 recipients were present during the ceremony, wearing smiles on their faces because today marks the day where they have received ownership over their land. And of course, it took some time for the Land and Survey Department to measure not only their individual land, but also the whole land itself, which belongs to a certain longhouse or a village. And yeah, I guess it's only right for us to check out their responses from earlier today.
Titipnya amat menggembirakan untuk saya sendiri terutamanya dan rakyat kawasan bahagian yang kena di sukat tanah ini yang menerima geran tanah ini. Kebanyakan dulu orang banyak cakap yang dari kalau hal politik ini dari parti-parti lain cakap ini menipulah, itu menipulah tanah. Sekarang ada terbukti sudah kerajaan Sarawak ini betul-betul menolong rakyat. Kesan dia kepada rakyat memang besar sudah sumbangan kerajaan Sarawak kepada rakyat kawasan Muka ini.
Kami merasa gembira lah sebab kampung kami diberi perkampungan baru lah. Perkampungan baru jadi generasi yang kedua. Kami sebab di Kuala Belengian ya kami terlalu kecil si ada pembesaran kampung untuk dibesar dekat ya.
Jadi kepentingan saya sebab tanah hak milik ini dikatakan YB Premier timbalan Premier kita tu sampai akhir hayat cucu dan cicit kita. Itulah kepentingannya dan terlebih lagi untuk bertanam, berkebun masa-masa akan datang.
Now, as you can see, all of them were very, very, very happy when they received their respective land titles and TOLs. And as you may know, this is also part and parcel of the Sarawak government's initiative in empowering Sarawakians with what is rightfully theirs, while also fighting for our rights that has been eroded over the years as stipulated in the Malaysian Agreement 1963. All right, Cheryl, I guess that's all from me. Thank you so much for covering our base in Kuching. It's getting late. I've been out the whole day. But you know what? It's been a pleasure reporting in Muka, and look forward to all the other reports that are being presented by all of our reporters throughout Sarawak, and also in Sabah, and also in Kuala Lumpur. My name is Muhammad Yusuf with our videographer Nasrullah for TVS Muka. #Sayang Malaysia, #Into Malaysia, #Malaysia Decides. Thank you so much and good night. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Yusuf, and you take care too. Now, meanwhile, in Sabah, former minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Abdul Rahman Dahlan, can fill the Deputy Prime Minister's post allotted to Sabah, says former Sabah Chief Minister Musa Aman. Musa said Rahman was the right man to represent the voices of Sabahans because he ticked all the boxes for such a prominent post in the federal government. He added that Rahman, a former federal minister, was hardworking and had an eye for strategic planning. Now on the line we have Amirul Mukminin reporting from Kota Belud in Sabah.
Thank you, Cheryl. the updates from Sabah tonight is about the former Prime Minister Department, Abdul Rahman Dahlan, who actually can fulfill Deputy Prime Minister post allotted to Sabah, say former Sabah Chief Minister Musa Aman. Musa said Rahman was the right man to represent the voice of Sabahan because he takes all the prominent posts in the federal government. He added that Rahman was a very hard-working minister and an eye for strategic planning. Kota Belud voters must be united in their support for Rahman because he was the right job under BN Gabungan Rakyat Sabah GRS. Before this, Ahmad Zaid Hamidi, Barisan National Chairman, had pledged that the coalition will appoint 3 Deputy Prime Minister if it won the general election from 3 states represent Sabah.
Right, thank you, Amirul, and we apologize for some technical issues that we have earlier. We'll be back for more updates right after this. Meanwhile, on another matter, Muslim youths in Sarawak are urged to actively participate in grasping the wide number of skills and industries offered. This was also advised by Premier Sarawak, Dato' Pandigi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng, who said that such an approach is needed in order to have an inclusive pool of human resources.
Saya telah berjumpa dengan anak-anak kita yang menuntut di universiti di Semenanjung melalui program dan perlambih dan telah dapat mendapat maklumat malas daripada mereka mengenai dengan perkara ilmu dan juga bagaimana memanfaatkan ilmu bagi membangunkan umat manusia. Selain daripada mereka berkenaan beberapa kemudahan yang harus kita bantu dalam mereka mengaji di universiti-universiti di Semenanjung. Maka program ini kita teruskan dan hari ini kita khusus kepada anak-anak belia Islam. Kerana anak belia Islam adalah segolongan daripada belia yang berbulan kaum, berbulan agama di negeri Sarawak. Jadi bermaknanya kita tak asal lari dengan kemajuan dan juga usaha belia-belia yang bukan Islam.
Abang Johari said this in his speech at the Randau Belia Islam Bersama Premier program at the Sarawak Islam Complex, Kuching on Friday. Meanwhile, Abang Johari also said that the state government has allocated a total allocation worth more than 200 million ringgit for the construction of a new campus for ICATS University near Kampung Trombol, Telaga Air. Commenting further, Abang Johari also said that Sarawakian youths should grab opportunities to enhance their skills at training institutes which are provided by the state government. The construction of a new campus of ICATS University near Kampung Trombol, Telaga Air is expected to commence starting next year.
The people are reminded not to be influenced by the opposition's political stance. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan advised the public to remain united to ensure a stable political climate which will expedite the state's development.
Tengah reiterated the importance of political stability was also to ensure a better service delivery to the people.
Politik kita. Janganlah kita terpengaruh dengan politik di Semenanjung. Amanah ini adalah parti daripada Semenanjung. TVS ini adalah parti yang didukung oleh parti PDP, parti kita. Yang tumbuh daripada yang tumbuh.
Therefore, urge the people to choose wisely for a party that is able to govern the nation well. Meanwhile, Awang Tengah said as a strong government, a comprehensive development agenda has been put in place will definitely benefit the people in the long run. As such, he said that the manifesto is not just an empty promise, but a commitment from the GPS.
Ini adalah manifesto TVS NIGHTLINE 11. Semua yang ada di sini merangkumi semua kepentingan semua masyarakat. Dan inilah komitmen. Inilah komitmen. Walaupun dulu setelah menang Pakatan Harapan kata manifesto itu bukanlah kitab suci yang tak perlu dilaksanakan. Apa guna ada manifesto kalau ianya tidak dilaksanakan? Cuma nak menipu. Itulah kerja mereka. Kerja menipu.
As an example, he explained that the plan to establish a sovereign fund during the last state election will be presented in the State Legislative Assembly soon. He said that the effort is crucial to secure a future for the people of Sarawak, especially among the younger generation.
Sarawak ini terus stabil, terus maju makmur. Melalui sovereign fund ini, bukan sahaja kita boleh meningkatkan pembangunan dari sisi fisik, tetapi kita mungkin dapat memberi kemudahan untuk anak-anak kita belajar. Mungkin dapat dibantu, maybe we can go for free education untuk masyarakat. Inilah bagaimana kita, kalau sudah terjadi, kita menaikkan jadi. Dan inilah komitmen aku janji kita dalam manifesto.
To fulfill the said plans, he hopes that the people will continue to give their mandate to GPS in the upcoming election, following its good performance in bringing stability and prosperity to the people.
Kuching North City Hall DBKU is intensifying efforts to beautify Kuching City and engaging and advocating for the communities on waste management. Its Mayor Datu Junaidi Redwan noted personal hygiene and cleanliness needs to start from home to solve issues of public waste. Now, in regards to that, he urged everyone to play a role in educating future generations on the importance of cleanliness.
Junaidi added DBKU also encourages citizens to take up a more environmentally friendly approach to waste management.
I met the Japanese punya ambassador one time. So I asked him, what action are being taken. They all started from the young days. That culture is embedded when they were already in the kindergarten. So the parents are the one who play a very important role, not the teachers, the parents. So they want the children to bersihkan sekolah, cuci ni, ambil sampah. So when the parents are involved, then I think that culture will come in.
He added DBKU is now in the midst of addressing solid waste filtration and recycling pilot projects in advocating good waste management practices.
Start dengan Kampung Tungku and Kampung Malaysia Jaya, we provide 2 bins. At the moment, the whole household are given 1 bin.
Okay.
kita buat kampung Tengku dan kampung Malaysia Jaya, kita bagi dua bin. Satu untuk general waste yang macam biasa, yang satu is a recycle waste. And then the Trinicat, kita punya contractor akan collect that thing different days. So bila they to collect the recycle waste, then they will push it outside, then the Trinicat will collect it. Okay. But apart from that, we have also recycle center. Kita boleh jual plastik, newspaper. So di BKU have that center around. So that kita akan reduce the general waste and therefore kita punya landfill taklah seteruk.
Right, before we move on to the next news, let us get back on the updates from Amirul Mukminin from Kota Belut in Sabah. Now, over to you, Amirul.
Thank you, Cheryl. Sorry for the technical issue. We just continue back from our reporting from Sabah. So, as I was saying just now that Musa Rahman was the right man to represent the voice of Sabahan because he was the prominent to voice out Sabahan voices in the federal government. We must understand that Kota Belut voters must be united in support for Rahman because he was the right job man for under GRSBN. Before this, Zaid Hamidi had pledged that the coalition will appoint three deputy prime minister if they won the election. He said each of the three will represent Sabah, Sarawak, and Peninsular Malaysia. Abdul Rahman Dahlan, former minister in the Prime Minister Department, is in a three-way fight for the Kota Belut seat, going up against Munir Ramadis of Warisan, who won the seat in 2018 general election, and Madeli Modili Bangali of Pakatan Harapan. He was the Kota Belut of MP for 2 terms, but made way for the former Sabah Chief Minister Saleh Said Kuak to contest seat in 2018. Other than that, Rahman moved to Spangar during GE14, actually lost to Aziz Zaman in Spangar. Thank you, Cheryl. Get back to you.
Thank you, Amirul, for that insightful update. Now, environmental sustainability will bring in more benefits and stability towards the recovery of environment to balance out development agendas. As such, the Sarawak government is serious in developing plans in development which will also prioritize environmental sustainability in the state. According to lecturer of the Faculty of Built Environment, University Malaysia Sarawak UNIMAS, Professor Noor Akmal Abdullah, Kuching should look into taking Singapore as an example in prioritizing sustainability in cities.
Kita ambil contoh Singapura. Singapura di mana alhamdulillah saya berpeluang bekerja di sana sedikit masa, dan Singapura pada hari ini walaupun satu negara ataupun bandara yang sangat maju dan sebenarnya mereka mempunyai 40% tanahnya diliputi oleh kehijauan dan balance. Dan sebenarnya di bandaraya Singapura kita dapat melihat keluarga bunyi kenyalang dalam bandar. So itu antara usaha-usaha di mana Singapura sebenarnya bermula sangat awal lagi ke arah tersebut, kelestarian di mana kita boleh seimbangkan pembangunan dengan tidak merosakkan alam sekitar dengan perancangan yang terbaik.
She said this in Malaysia Decides program by TVS. One of the 3 main pillars of Sarawak in the post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030 is environmental sustainability, in which Sarawak is committed in preserving and conserving nature and its biodiversities.
Coming up right after the break, Sarawak is capable of producing the right talents, and China intensify measures as cases surge. Right here on TVS Nightline, stay tuned. Welcome back to the Nightline. Sarawak is capable of producing the right talents for the semiconductor industry as it molds to be a preferred destination for the industry. As MD Semiconductor Chief Executive Officer Shariman Jamil said, now is the time to boost our talent supply with the expansion of the semiconductor industry well on its way.
We, the semiconductor, SMD Semiconductor, Melexis, and XFAB, we have been engaged and we have already planned on the training and the university program that will start next year in 2023 to produce a sufficient number of engineers and professionals to cater for the growing activities of semiconductors in Sarawak.
As such, Sarawak have forged strategic collaboration with renowned companies in securing and providing the needed ecosystem to lure investors.
Actually, the fact is Sarawak has been a preferred destination for semiconductors since 2000. If you know that we have our long-term partner, XFAB Kuching, which is one of the best semiconductor silicon foundries in the world. And for Melexis, they have been operating in Samajaya Kuching since 2015. Melexis is expected to double its wafer probing analysis facility, and they will set up a new chip design center in Samajaya Kuching by 2025.
He explained that the industry indirectly creates more job opportunities, which raises the income of the people in line with the state's aspiration of becoming a developed state by 2030.
So these are real plans. And what this can translate into are, it will create a new jobs opportunities in semiconductor, process technology, testing and equipment of advanced equipments and machineries, chip design, device modeling, and physics, in which all of these are high skills jobs. And these are high values activities that eventually will generate a higher incomes to the Sarawakian.
Sarawak needs to send more Gabungan Party Sarawak or GPS representatives to Parliament to protect the state's rights and interests. As such, Deputy Premier Dr. Ahmad Douglas Uga Mbah said any attempt made by the opposition, including independent candidates in the current election, should be rejected.
Adding to that, Uga said this parliamentary election is very crucial to Sarawak as it aimed to have as many GPS parliamentarians as possible. He added that when Sarawak has the numbers, they can support bills in the state's interests. He said this when officiating at the first Betong PBB Women Bureau's Food and Craft Festival today, November 11th. Which was held at his longhouse at RH Mendit Unsu in Phnom. The activity, which was organized under the leadership of Uga's wife, Datuk Doreen Mayang, was participated by Women's Bureau from 94 longhouses in Bukit Saban. Meanwhile, Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS candidate for the Betong seat, Dr. Richard Rapu, reiterated that he will represent all races in Betong if he wins in the 15th general election.
The state has set aside a sum of over 200 million ringgit for the construction of the new ICATS University College near Kampung Trombol at Telaga Air. In disclosing this, Premier Sarawak Dr. Padigi Tan Sri Abang Johari Terbang said the construction of the new campus is set to begin next year.
Meanwhile, commenting on the location, Abang Johari said Trombol was chosen because it is for Sarawak students, and with the campus located near the sea, students can study and at the same time can enjoy the sea breeze. Earlier, Abang Johari was speaking at the Randau Beliau Islam dengan Premier program at the Islamic complex. The Premier also said the cost of building the new campus is fully borne by the Sarawak government. With the completion of the new campus, Abang Johari said it will provide more opportunities for the people in the state to acquire knowledge and skills.
The Public Service Commission Sarawak have been urged to integrate innovation as part of their working culture to improve the quality of the state service deliveries, in line with Sarawak Premier's call to emphasize on the importance of innovation as a driver in the vision of Sarawak emerging as a developed state by 2030.
State Secretary Dato' Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki pointed out that innovation is one of the main cores in the post-COVID-19 development strategy, PCDS 2030. Civil servants must inculcate the culture of innovation in their daily undertakings to improve the state government services. He said revisit refers to renewing all procedures or policies to new ones that can speed up a process. Meanwhile, rethink refers to the attitude of always thinking about new innovations, while recharge refers to giving public services new energy to stimulate their efforts towards achieving the set vision. He further explained it is important for us to recharge the state public service so we can move along with the Premier's various vision for the state. Abu Bakar said this while congratulating 3 teams, namely Sasoku, Inotech Q9 and Sirius Prime, who were selected to represent Sarawak at the 47th International Convention on Quality Circles ICQCC 2022, which will be held in Jakarta from 15 to 18th November.
The P. Ramlee-inspired reality TV singing competition by TVS Getaran Jiwa is now in its 4th week. 2 contestants out of 8 have advanced to the semi-finals, joining other semi-finalists from weeks before. Now, who are the 2 winners for tonight? We have Mokri Aziz at the site to reveal more about the results. Now, what do you have for our viewers, Mokri?
Thank you, Cheryl. The 4th week of Getaran Jiwa features 7 participants from Sarawak and a single representative from Kuala Lumpur. Just a few moments ago, we saw 2 more contestants who qualified for the semi-finals, namely Nada Idrus and Akim Hidayat, where each got the highest marks, namely 60 and 51 respectively. Unfortunately, 6 more participants, namely Hajijah, Sol Sherry, Mia Harry Zamirul, Sherry and M Zain did not make it to the semi-finals, even though they gave their best in the concert. And now 6 slots have been filled and only 2 slots remain. Next week is the last week for another 8 selected participants to qualify for the semi-finals of Getaran Jiwa. Don't forget to watch Getaran Jiwa every Friday at 8:45 PM only on TVS channel 122 Astro and MyTV. I'm Mokri Aziz reporting for TVS. Back to you, Cheryl.
Thank you, Mokri, for that reveal. And that's all the time we have for TVS Nightline. I'm Shal Shamato. Thank you for watching.